Oliver is in third grade, and Oliver has been referred because he is not keeping up with the day-to-day pace of the school curriculum. Oliver is not turning in his work. He is falling behind. He is below grade level in reading and math as well. Oliver's school attendance has been a little spotty. We know to a certain extent that Oliver has been going through some family changes. There was a recent divorce. He's now living with his mother. Father still sees on the weekends. Oliver has now come to our attention for academic issues, but we know carries a lot of perhaps social emotional baggage as well. In assessing Oliver, the typical battery would certainly be an IQ test to determine the pace of learning. The pace of a curriculum has to go at a certain miles per hour, if you will, a certain pace. Is Oliver falling behind because he has a hard time keeping pace with the learning? Well, we find out his IQ is 105. That's super solid. That's fine. It's not a I can't keep up with the pace of the curriculum issue. We administer academic achievement tests as part of our battery, and we find that the achievement is not as bad as we thought. Hanging out on a third grade level, but we're in the middle of the school year. We'd like it to be a little stronger, but there's definitely skills there. The problem is not a skill issue as we delve deeper. The problem is a performance issue. And the difference is Oliver seems to have core academic skills. What he's not doing is demonstrating them and performing them on a day-to-day basis with any consistency. If it's more of a skill-based issue, we can perhaps come to the determination there could be a possible learning disability or something of that nature. But this is a performance issue. And the question is why? What is getting in the way of Oliver's ability to consistently learn, focus, and complete tasks? So with a deeper dive, we administer a fact to his classroom teacher, to both his mother and his father. And Oliver is 8 years old, and we administer the self-report scale to Oliver. And then the picture becomes a little clearer. The family dynamics, the shifting, the abruptness. He's having a very difficult time coping with that. His resiliency scale on the fact was extremely low, and his anxiety score was extremely high. Among the index scores on the fact consistently, we saw the academic index relatively low. Okay. And we also saw the social emotional index being problematic as well. So this really illuminated the nature of the problem. It's not that Oliver needed special education or needed to be working with a reading tutor or teacher. Instead, what Oliver needed was a better feeling of comfort and support at school, and that began with home. One of the specific recommendations generated from the fact was to create a calm corner for Oliver. So what a calm corner is we're feeling a little bit overwhelmed in class. A second recommendation from the fact was we incorporate a crisis pass. Oliver's not feeling comfortable in school. He turns his crisis pass from green to red. That's the signal, I'm not feeling real comfortable. Rather than leave the classroom and go hang out with the assistant principal for the rest of the day and miss out on instruction, when Oliver's not feeling comfortable, he goes into the calm corner. It's partitioned, a place in the corner of the classroom, partitioned off, beanbag chair, and Oliver sits in the class, he doesn't leave the class, and puts his headphones on. No, he's not listening to new age music. What he is listening is to a pre-recorded message from both his mother and his father. And that message says the following: Oliver, if you can hear our voice today, please know that we love you very, very much. And we know that from time to time, school can be overwhelming. And we understand that it can be overwhelming because there's been some recent changes into our family. But those changes don't affect our level of care and love for you. And we know that you make good decisions when you're calm and when you're relaxed. And we support you, and we know you're going to have a wonderful day in school today. We cannot wait to hear about your day. You see, those messages are so powerful when they come from your immediate caregiver, because most students play different messages in their head. They play ants. Oh, you know what an ant is. An ant is an automatic negative thought. It goes something like this: I don't belong here. I'm stupid. My teacher hates me. I don't have any friends. Yeah, we have a lot of students who are plagued with ants. And it really helps to hear those reassuring messages to help diminish those ants. And it really helps to hear them from the people who care about us the most. The fact can help generate those types of interventions and a whole lot more, so that student is in a better emotional readiness position to learn.